What's the most insane way your mom has crashed out on a friend? My friend Henry came over on a completely normal afternoon. No special occasion, no reason for disaster. We were just going to play games, eat whatever was in the kitchen, and do absolutely nothing productive. My mom was home, which should have been fine. She's the type of person who smiles at strangers and leaves good reviews for mediocre restaurants. She was not going to be a problem. Henry walked into the kitchen first thing, didn't ask, didn't look around, just opened the fridge like he'd been on the lease for 3 years, and started moving things aside, looking for something to drink. I was right behind him, and I saw my mom's face from across the room. She didn't frown or say a word. She just walked over, closed the fridge for him, smiled like she was taking a passport photo, and left. I told Henry, bro, do not touch anything else. He said she seemed fine. She was not fine. 10 minutes later, we're in the living room, and Henry does the one thing that no one in this house is allowed to do. He sat in her chair. He could have picked any other spot, but he picked the specific chair with the specific blanket that she has told every single person who has ever entered this home is completely off limits. I opened my mouth to warn him. Too late. She walked in, looked at him sitting there with his feet up, and just said, "Oh, you found a spot." Henry smiled and said, "Yeah, it's really comfortable." I watched my mom nod the way people nod when they've already made a decision. She went upstairs. I told him, Get up right now." He said, "Why? What's she gonna do?" She came back down holding his jacket, his left shoe, and somehow his backpack, which had been in my room with the door closed. She walked past both of us, set everything neatly by the front door, and then opened it. Henry stood up. He started apologizing, stumbling over his words, trying to explain that he didn't know about the chair. She just pointed outside and said, "I think you might have left something out there." He genuinely turned to look. She closed the door behind him. I was standing in the living room, not breathing. I heard him knock 30 seconds later. She didn't move. He knocked again. She sat down in her chair, fixed the blanket, and turned on the TV. He texted me from the porch, "Bro, what is happening?" I had no answer for him. He stood outside for 22 minutes. I know because I was watching the clock, wondering if I was about to lose my best friend to a chair incident. She finally let him back in, sat him down at the kitchen table, and made him explain what he did wrong in full sentences before she offered him anything to eat. He apologized for the fridge, the chair, and even things he hadn't done yet just to be safe. She made him a sandwich after that, and he was honestly scared to eat it.